What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Set. His name is Matreiuss. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Thor. His name is CountVonCount. And look at this. Look at this shenanigans. What is this nonsense? This is a player not casting Dwarven Goldmine at the start of the game. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. What can you do? CountVonCount. He's a man who he just wants to appease the people. He just wants to say, you know what? Why waste Goldmine when I can use it later and get more out of it? And he's absolutely right here. As the double Ulfsark is out for CountVonCount, he's going to be searching around the map for an enemy priest. Enemy priest is wandering around. We do see the giraffe over here. The priest is going to make his way over there. Now, one thing we do have to be a little bit careful of here for Matreiuss is, all right, so there's a couple of builds you need to be able to do with Set. So the first one is, well, effectively every single build is based off how much food you have in your base. If you ask me, this is my opinion. Other people would say you're wrong, and that's fine. I'm okay with being wrong. But essentially, Set's advantage is that Set doesn't need to move his villagers to hunt, which means that these villagers here, they don't want to move over here and grab this. I think I've moved off topic here, but that's fine. These villagers, they don't want to walk over here most of the time. That's my opinion. You want to stay in your base because, like, if you say that a villager gathers one food every second and it takes these villagers, say it takes these villagers 20 seconds or 15 seconds to move over here, you've lost out on 30 food. So converting the giraffe and bringing it back home increases your economy. Beyond that, Set can create animals. So you can trade favor for food and trade favor for reduction in walking time. But more importantly, trade favor for safe villages. Now, this is early in the game, so these giraffe, you can eat these, it's fine. And it's probably necessary here because this is where I was going with it. When you have strange maps, like Oasis with the 3 zebra thing, and you don't convert these giraffe early, to bring back to your home base, you actually can't do a 432 monument build because of the walking time to get over onto this location. So you have to do it a little bit differently. You have to go up a little bit later, maybe do a different strategy. But you can definitely, and we are seeing these monkeys coming through to harass over here. You can convert monkeys though. That's always fun. But point is, you can't do the crazy builds, so you have to do something different. And we'll see what Matreiuss is going to come up with here in this game. Now, CountVonCount, on the other hand, he's saved the gold mine, so he doesn't need to leave his base. Now, I've talked a little bit about this with Norse players when I talk about strategy, but I feel like Norse actually has the best chance against Egyptian by actually going for a safe second town center. Because the way that Egyptian players are playing nowadays is super susceptible to these types of second town center plays. So it is a little bit of a gamble. Now, the thing is, like, why is it a gamble? Well, the gamble is that if you go 2 town centers and the Set player or the Egyptian player decides to go for a 1 town center timing, chances are you can't really defend that. It's going to be tough to defend. But if your Set player goes for a classical fight, you can defend very easily. So that's the idea there. So I mean, we'll see how it's all going to go. I mean, that's where my whole thought process kind of goes. Anyways, giraffe over here getting eaten up. Freya on the way. Not really a late Freya at all after the 2 Ulfsarks and not casting Dwarven Goldmine. 5 villagers on wood. Happily eating all of his food over here. He will want to move over onto these monkeys afterwards as well. As the elves start coming over here. Like, CountVonCount could just drop walls up everywhere as well if he wants to in the early stages of the game. There is a relic over here which he may want to pick up. The Tail of the Cerberus can really help out your Frost Giants here and or even your Fire Giants getting more special attacks out. You also have this relic up here, the Eye of Horus, which is definitely worth grabbing, but Matreiuss wants to be empowering rather than getting that one out, as the Classical Age does come through. And to me, it looks like Matreiuss is going for a fast second town center with delayed monuments. Now, yeah, I would say normally I'd say there's nothing wrong with this. It's just it's better to have 2 monuments at this point so you can spam out Gazelle on your town center. But we're seeing barracks come down as well from Matreiuss. So this is the type of build I'm talking about, where Thor players that they just play straight, if they metagame a little bit, they can just play straight into going fast second town center and most of the time be okay. Or if they just scout a little bit, they can be fine. But it looks like CountVonCount's not getting his second town center, so things might be a little bit challenging here for him as the house coming up. He sees the town center up now, so maybe he's going to make a reaction to get a little bit of a delayed one. Shouldn't be any problems here for him, really. The Valkyrie coming in here. We see the priest targeting down said Valkyrie before turning back on to converting lions. Got to get those lions here. Do we see Matreiuss getting himself a second monument up? Not just yet. He's got tons of goats, so it's not like it's that important, but these villagers are going to be sad soon. There's only a little bit of food left over here. He could choose to go straight into farms as well, get early Shadoof. But CountVonCount doesn't really have a lot to attack here, and he's making a whole bunch of buildings. So we'll see how it's all going to go. Like, I always do this thing where I'm like, you got to think about what you can actually do with an army, or what you need an army for. So what, like the things you need an army for is to defend yourself in like weak positions. So maybe defend this hunt here is a reason why CountVonCount might be wanting to build these things, or because you have somewhere where you can attack. So if we take a look at the base of Matreiuss, there's really nowhere to attack. The gold mine is safe. These villages are safe. These towers are going to be safe. There's nowhere really to attack. So really you're just building units to defend yourself. So if that's the case, probably better to just get a town center and defend yourself that way. Sit under your town center or something like that. But we'll see how it's all going to go. Matreiuss getting some... Look, he's making some Gazelle set from 1 monument. Just get a second monument. Don't build this barracks. Just 1 barracks is fine. Don't fight. I mean, you shouldn't be winning this fight. CountVonCount's 1 town center here. Matreiuss should not be winning that fight. I'm not sure what's happening here from CountVonCount's perspective. Matreiuss can now eat these gazelles. He's moving over onto this large gold mine over here. You do have to actually send your villagers there, so you got to be aware that there's a little bit of macro management required in these types of set games. It's not completely autopilot. CountVonCount's got his little cheeky walls set up. Buildings coming up, getting himself the medium cavalry here. Seeing what he can do. As the villagers all coming onto this gold mine over here, seeing what they can do. But Matreiuss here, he's got to be careful. He's still 2 town centers. CountVonCount is still 1 town center. So that's the thing. That's the thing to worry about, that's for sure. Greek. Weird armor in down at the front for CountVonCount. Now, I guess there is like a heroic edge timing here that CountVonCount can hit. I mean, if he can push off, make sure this gold mine's not getting grabbed, then he'll possibly hit that. It's going to surround that Wadget, so it will get picked off. And there's a tower coming out for Matreiuss. It's not going to be an easy timing to hit at all here. As Matreiuss now moving into his base to eat the animals at this point. Villagers even getting into the fray. Now, you have to remember that Matreiuss has been 2 town centers, so he's happily going to be able to use these villagers in his army. They're technically they can be part of your army. They're technically a building, and these units deal damage, so that's fine. You can use them. No worries. As Valkyrie does get taken down, the unit's still trying to push forward. CountVonCount happily taking this fight, thinking he's going to get a couple of villager kills here, but seems to me Matreiuss is going to get his tower up and be relatively happy here. Does Matreiuss have a whole bunch of wood? Yeah, he does. He might be able to get himself crenellations here as well. This Pharaoh does end up going down, but did way too much damage in that fight. More villagers getting picked off here as Matreiuss is doing his best to kind of stay alive here. He's finding himself in a bit of a trouble spot. Once you run out of food here, as set, things slow down quite a lot. So we'll probably see Shadoof come in here pretty soon here for Matreiuss. This tower does get taken down on the front here. But Matreiuss technically, he's got this gold mine. He's got it secured. So it's all good. He's fine. And CountVonCount's going to have to figure out another way to crack the set of Matreiuss here. That's the gold villagers making their way up onto this location. We see the dwarves getting taken down. There's this villager. Gonna get sliced. Nope. 10 HP remaining. Good thing about Thor is you can one-bang these dwarves. If I was CountVonCount, just take a couple of these dwarves off and eat those juicy lions there. Why not? Get that hunt into you. But yeah, CountVonCount. How's his armor economic upgrades looking? He's got him pickaxe, so got himself pickaxe, so that's going to be a little bit of a help. As the unit's pushing forward over here, going to look to get just a little bit of damage done. Do. And Matreiuss is just going to take this time to throw up his farms. Has his boom. Did he get Shadoof? He's got Shadoof. He's got favor. He's got everything he needs. His Pharaoh's going to pop out. Plenty of gold in the bank and spam farms on both town centers. And with the help of the tower and all these, big forest fire might actually help out a lot here. So those units from Matreiuss are getting really close. They're taking tons of damage here. It doesn't look like CountVonCount's really got the army at this point. He's got 85 of 115 population. The forest fire is dealing some big damage to these set units. Hey, thank you so much for the 15 months, Guilty. Hi. Welcome back. Missed your face. The raiding cavalry coming back in. It's like Matreiuss just says, I don't even care about your forest fire. It doesn't do any damage. But CountVonCount's still getting through here. Still getting some good damage done. How are the armory upgrades looking? He's got no armory upgrades here. These things are seeming very, very slow here for CountVonCount. Trying to push in the unit composition here from Matreiuss is good enough. It would be nice to see him doing a little bit of micro with those axemen, making sure his axemen move in onto the an enemy throwing axemen, because obviously they get bonus damage there, as opposed to like nearly no damage against the raiding cavalry, but I guess it doesn't really matter. As Matreiuss is taking this opportunity now to get himself a third town center. He's got all the farms set up now. Let him go. Might want to throw a granary down or something over there. Something I like to do with set, and I do a little bit with the other civs, but with set, it's like a free granary, so you don't have to think about it. But when you build farms out on this second row, you just put a granary, hold shift, and then right click back onto the farm. And then you can have a nice farm there for the rest of the game, or a couple of farms there for the rest of the game. For the loss of like 20 food, I guess, because they're not gathering. But you gain that back pretty quickly from no walking time. As the villagers returning back onto this gold mine, but CountVonCount is slowly whittling down this army of Matreiuss. Now Matreiuss has got 3 military buildings, but he's only building from 2 of them. But, I mean, while this is all going on, Matreiuss can now grab this gold mine, so he can actually just leave here for the time being and do one of these cheeky ones. It seems like the villagers just want to turn around and fight. The 3 town centers to 1 town center. Matreiuss is in a pretty bold position, a pretty good position here. See how he's going to go. Economic upgrades for Matreiuss are looking pretty good as well. As the raiding cavalry are going to be moving now. Maybe you're going to look to attack this spot. See double barracks getting dropped now. As maybe Matreiuss is getting a little bit overzealous there, having villagers on that gold mine as the raiding cavalry. Unfortunately for CountVonCount, walking straight past this town center as his spidey senses have tingled. Quite obviously, there will be villagers over here, but Matreiuss sees that. You cannot run straight through a town center and expect the villagers to still be there. But this one will get caught out. He could have easily run around this way, and then up this way, and then attack this gold mine. But while that's happening, this gives Matreiuss all the time in the world to get all of his stuff out. And CountVonCount, on the other hand, he is advancing through Skadi, but this timing is slow here, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see how it's going to go. As CountVonCount's grabbing himself a second town center here. And I imagine Matreiuss will be able to head to the next age fairly soon himself here. You can see he's like struggling. He's only got farms. 30 more than 30 farms. He's got nearly he's going to have 31 villages on food soon. But we'll see how it's going to go. We just see the Spearman denying this talent center over here. This CountVonCount going to continue to try and get it up. The other thing is that when you're playing as Thor against Set, you don't really want to cast Frost because there's the threat of Ancestors. So you want to trade Frost for Ancestors most of the time. That's a little bit dangerous here for CountVonCount. As those units get sniped down, so the town center is coming up. We do see the Frost Giant coming in, so we'll see if this can get held onto for the time being. 27 100 HP, and it looks like the town center is up, and Matreiuss will be retreating away, but this poor Spearman gets left for dead. As the raiding cavalry coming through, going to attempt to snipe that Pharaoh there. He does manage to pick it off. Nice play there from CountVonCount. Definitely worth it to go in and snipe that and run away, as Nephthys does get clicked up now by Matreiuss. As the unit's going to push in onto this position over here. See the Spearman coming back. It might be worth casting Frost here to hit those villages, but Matreiuss' economy is kind of gigantic, so I don't know if it will be worth. As we do see the Frost getting cut. He doesn't hit the villages. No. He will kill off the tower, but I imagine this location is going to get grabbed soon. No, I mean, this is a good fight for CountVonCount. We'll see if he's going to be able to clean up some units or not. A hill fort being dropped is going to be a big help. What does it take? 91 seconds with one unit, so he's going to need quite a few more to get that up before this is over. While this is going on, we see some Spearman raids coming in. He can take down the Ox Cart, cause max problems here. But those dwarves going to get pushed back. CountVonCount does react nicely. He's going to pull away. He does still have this Dwarven Gold Mine, so he can throw that down in his base. He doesn't need to be outside of his base here. So no real problems there. Losing a couple of dwarves, though, that does hurt. Definitely when you've been one town center for this long, that's the last thing you're going to want. There's like shifting sands. Oh, he shifts his army over here to try and kill off all the dwarves. That's a beautiful play there from Matreiuss. He's now going to cast the Ancestors in the base of CountVonCount. Picks off a bunch of these units. The rest going to stick in over here, not really doing a whole lot. The Scorpion Men going to be retreating away. Meanwhile, in this position, we do see some Ulfsarks coming out here, as the villagers might want to shank down that longhouse over there. As the army for Matreiuss can sit on this home base here. Do we see upgrades coming through for CountVonCount? I don't see the big upgrades here for CountVonCount. I want to see the winter harvest and everything else that comes through to really boost those farms up. As you see the Ulfsarks coming back. 22 seconds left on the Ancestors here. There's some raiding cavalry is going to come in, take out these villages over here, and all the other good stuff. The Ulfsarks have returned. Get some damage done over here. Meanwhile, the Spearmen going to try and take down some villages. Retreat into this town center and see what can happen here. The villagers retreating over here, jumping into the town center over on this position. It's CountVonCount coming back to say good day on this gold mine. He secured this gold mine, but he needs to push off over here and over here. But there's already a Migdol, and that's Chariot Archers coming out. There is a hill fort out, so we can see some Huskal, but right now the economic chaos that Matreiuss has caused might have been too much. As the villagers, they do jump onto this goat over here, but they're going to eat that up nice and quick. Have to think about getting back onto the gold over here. We see these units getting taken out. The Pharaoh is in as well, so that Frost Giant's not going to be that much of a help over here. Matreiuss brings in his Scorpion Man to show the business. See this longhouse getting destroyed over there. The Spearmen getting taken down on that position. Longhouse is coming up. All the other good stuff. As now Matreiuss, it looks like has quelled all of the pressure that CountVonCount's had. He's got the town center advantage here. Seems to me that a market and going to the Mythic Age is going to be the easiest way forward. With a tornado over here, grab this town center, push through, secure this half of the map, and then restrict CountVonCount. Seems like a really nice play. As Horus has been clicked up. CountVonCount very far from any sort of next age or anything like that. He's still in the on plow. As the Ulfsark swinging through over here, we see the Chariot Archers moving forward for Matreiuss. Looking to take out something over here as well. As these Spearmen will get taken down. The throwing axemen too strong on this position. We're going to start seeing these walls getting thrown up by CountVonCount to try and secure this position. In classic Norse fashion, the farms are all over the shop. So these Chariot Archers can actually sit out here, Alt-S a little bit, and deny these farms while staying outside of the town center range. They got 20 range. They can actually deny these farms, every single one of these farms from like right here. Maybe not. I don't know. The Ulfsark getting killed off over here. And we'll see if CountVonCount can defend against some sort of Horus push. Now, one thing that the Thor player does have the advantage with is Pig Sticker. So once this Horus hits, normally Horus has got a really, really big power spike against every civilization because you get all of the extra animals out of your town, out of your temple. But against Thor, Thor can just shoot them down with his villagers. So in like one shot or two shots. So it's not really that much of a help. Some long houses coming up over here. CountVonCount doing his best to try and get back into this game. Trying to spam all his units out, but Horus is incoming. I wouldn't be surprised if we just see the tornado here, actually. As we see some spearmen coming through, going to try and deny that back town center here. And we do see the tornado getting dropped here, and CountVonCount going to tap out in that moment. Game over. Well played by Matreiuss. I do have to question, like, well, kind of. CountVonCount almost made it work, but the wall's a little bit too strong. If he had prevented this town center from going up, he actually may have been able to get a gold star over here, but allowing the town center to get up, it's a bit of a mistake here from CountVonCount. Because Matreiuss was just able to mine this gold for too long. Way too long, I reckon, on two town centers. He shouldn't have been able to. Like CountVonCount should have been able to push in here and deny this. And then Matreiuss would have had to have been mining gold from here. And then he's in an even more of a difficult position. But Matreiuss is built differently. And that's the game. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next game.